Imagine packing your bags in Manila, ready for the trip of a lifetime, only to be greeted at immigration by someone saying, "Welcome. No visa needed." In 2025, an unexpected trend is unfolding. 10 countries are offering visa-free entry to Filipinos. That's right, destinations across Asia, Europe, Africa, and even South America are dropping visa barriers. For retirees like Arte Linda, who dreams of a quiet beach town in Vanuatu, or for former OFW Daniel, who is seeking a peaceful retirement in Brazil, this shift signifies more than just a stamp on the passport. It's the chance for new beginnings, freedom to travel, visit loved ones, and explore without costly paperwork or long waits. Stay with us as we uncover each country where free travel isn't just a dream but a reality. At number 1, we'll reveal a destination so surprising it might change your travel plans forever. Number 10. Cambodia. Cambodia has quietly become one of the easiest travel destinations for Filipinos in 2025 by granting visa-free entry for up to 30 days. No more embassy appointments or visa fees. Just show your passport and walk into a land of golden temples and warm smiles. Take Joanna, a 68-year-old retired teacher who recently traveled solo to Angkor Wat. "I felt like the universe finally decided to bless me with this trip," she said, chuckling as she recounted effortlessly extending her stay by another 30 days at the immigration office while sipping coconut juice under a century-old banyan tree. Cambodia's Ministry of Tourism explains that this policy isn't just for comfort, it's a strategic invitation. Loosening access to heritage sites and rural communities aims to ignite ASEAN unity and spur grassroots tourism. Picture this. You're in Phnom Penh chatting with tuk-tuk drivers about decades-old memories or exploring rice terraces while locals share their family stories, all without waiting for visa approvals. So, next time someone asks where the easiest visa experience lies, you can smile and say, "Try Cambodia." But hang on tight. This is just our number 10 spot. Things are about to get even more interesting. Number 9. Costa Rica. Costa Rica has quietly rolled out the red carpet for Filipinos in 2025. No visa is needed for up to 90 days, and you can extend your stay to get the ultimate Pura Vida experience. Imagine stepping off a plane in San Jose without fearing embassy queues or visa fees. Mark, a retired Philippine Navy officer, traded office meetings for jungle treks and exclaimed, "No embassy appointments, just Pura Vida," as he trekked through the Monteverde cloud forest. Costa Rica's Dirección General de Migración y Extranjería says the move aims to pump life back into ecotourism and widen international friendships. It's not just a vacation, it's diplomatic warmth translated into stamped passports. Have you ever wondered how tropical rainforest therapy feels? Now picture this. Waking up to howler monkeys, sipping coffee on the Arenal volcano's slopes, and knowing your only worry is which national park to visit next. But here's the real kicker. What if toward the end of your stay, an immigration officer unexpectedly asks if you have onward travel? That small moment of suspense can make or break a travel experience, especially for our fellow retirees watching from home. Stay tuned because Costa Rica's invitation is just one stop. Our countdown is heating up, and the next countries are offering something even more mind-blowing. Number 8. Brazil. Picture touching down in Rio, samba rhythms in your head and no visa in your hand, because Filipinos now get 90 days of visa-free entry to Brazil. No embassy visits, no paperwork drama, just sunset beach walks under carnival lights. Imagine Carlos, once hunched over shifts in Dubai, now reclining with a caipirinha on Copacabana. He laughed as he recalled telling his travel agent, "From visa stress to beach bliss, I didn't even need an appointment." It's a freedom switch flipped by diplomatic goodwill and Brazil's tourism charm, opening gates to samba beats, Amazon adventures, and new beginnings. But here's the twist. Brazil isn't paradise without its little surprises. What if midway through your jungle trek, someone hints that overstaying could ruin your chance to come back? Brazilian migration law states you can stay for 90 days, but only 180 within any 12 months. One wrong turn, and your once-in-a-lifetime trip might end in regret. Did that make you pause? Good. That's precisely why this visa-free policy isn't just convenience, it's a trust test. Stick around as we dive into number 7, where tropical allure meets powerful policy in unexpected ways. Number 7. Fiji. Imagine landing in Nadi, Fiji, with no visa in your hand and feeling as free as a tropical breeze. That's exactly what Filipinos enjoy in 2025. Visa-free entry for up to 4 months. You glide through immigration, your passport gets stamped, and suddenly you're sipping herbal tea by a palm-fringed shore. For Elsie, a 62-year-old school librarian from Cebu, it was a dream come true. I landed in Nadi and felt liberated, like the ocean just gave me a big hug. That's the power of hassle-free travel, especially for retirees who spent years navigating embassy form queues. But this generosity isn't just about giving Filipinos a vacation. Fiji Tourism Authority purposely extends stays to boost eco-tourism and build deeper cultural exchanges. They want travelers to immerse themselves in village life, coral reef conservation, and kava ceremonies, not rush through with a camera in hand. Number 6. Israel. In 2025, Israel made traveling easier for Filipinos, but with a tech-savvy twist. Though visa-free entry remains valid for up to 90 days, an electronic travel authorization, ETA, became mandatory starting January 1, 2025. And don't worry, it's not another embassy horror story. The permit costs just 25 NIS, around $7, and once you get it, you're good for up to 2 years. Lucy, a 59-year-old retired school nurse who volunteers in Jerusalem, shared her relief. I didn't have to scramble for a visa appointment. I just clicked, waited, and landed in the holy city. Suddenly, the old city's narrow alleys and ancient stones are accessible. But here's the catch, humor with a hint of tension. What happens if your internet is slow during that application? Or if the site crashes 72 hours before your flight? While the passport gets stamped at Ben Gurion Airport, oversight lies in the digital realm. Climate-wise, Israel expects more cultural tourists and volunteers, not visa shopping travelers. So, the ETA streamlines and monitors all entries. Imagine walking through Tel Aviv's art scene knowing you passed an online checkpoint, technologically modern yet historically rich. If this easy entry still gives you travel jitters, relax, but keep your receipt handy. Up next is number 5, and trust me, they're taking visa-free hospitality to another level. Number 5. Kazakhstan. Imagine stepping off the plane in Almaty and having absolutely no visa drama. You just show your Filipino passport, and you're in for up to 30 days. That's exactly what happened to Maria, a retiree reconnecting with childhood friends in the city's leafy avenues. She described the experience as, no paperwork, just hugs, a sentiment echoing across airport arrivals. Kazakhstan quietly included Filipinos in its visa-free program back in 2019, part of a broader plan to encourage tourism and deepen economic ties with countries like ours. Beyond the practical perks, Kazakhstan is promoting itself as Central Asia's gateway to nomadic heritage and modern innovation. There's the newly renovated airport and the Zebek-Zali Silk Road train network, launched in 2024, connecting travelers from Almaty to Tashkent. But here's the catch. If you overstay even by a day, officials could fine you or refuse future entry. So yes, the freedom feels luxurious, but it's conditional. Would you risk extending your stay in the steppes for an extra day of adventure? Stick around because number 4 is about to redefine visa-free generosity in ways you'd never expect. Number 4. Malaysia. Imagine landing in Kuala Lumpur, seeing the Petronas Twin Towers, and hearing those friendly, "Selamat dating," all without the hassle of a visa. That's exactly what's happening in 2025. Filipino passport holders can enjoy up to 30 days of visa-free entry into Malaysia. For Renato, who planned a 6-week sabbatical from his engineering job, it meant replacing embassy appointments with street food escapades. Visa-free made it real, he quipped, indulging in nasi lemak mornings and biking through KL's greener patches. No lines, no forms, just the freedom to soak up both city life and cultural flavors. But wait, a subtle twist adds some spice. Malaysia still requires the digital arrival card, MDAC, to be filled out online a few days before your trip. Forget it, and you might find yourself stuck in a virtual queue or stressing about whether that golden ticket is valid at the airport. Think of it as a light digital checkpoint before getting the full visa-free treatment. Still, it's small potatoes compared to traditional visa woes, and it saves you from embassy drama. Malaysia's immigration ministry emphasizes the goal: deepen tourism, embrace cultural ties, and affirm its ASEAN hospitality. Curious what's next at number 3? If you thought Malaysia was generous, wait until we reveal the next visa breaker. It's going to blow your mind. Number 3. Vietnam. Without warning, Vietnam suddenly dropped its visa rules for Filipinos, granting 21 days of visa-free access, even welcoming cruise passengers directly at major ports like Ho Chi Minh and Nha Trang. Imagine sailing down the Mekong as part of a multi-generational cruise, showing nothing but a passport at the start and being genuinely told, "Welcome." Gloria, a 65-year-old retiree from Iloilo traveling with her daughter, laughed in wonder. No visa headaches, just river breezes and fresh seafood. It was her first time cruising in decades, and the simplicity of entry felt like a tropical breeze of freedom. But let's not forget the fine print. While visa-free is simple, it's also strict. No extensions beyond 21 days, or you risk being tagged as a repeat visa runner and refused at the border. Plus, you might be randomly asked for proof of onward travel. That DMV-style document request can create suspense even for the calmest travelers. This visa-free window is part of Vietnam's broader diplomatic embrace of ASEAN unity. The question now is, would you risk the trip without a buffer day or play it safe with an e-visa? Stick with us. Number 2 is ready to blow your mind with an entirely different visa experience. Number 2. Turkey. Picture clicking your way into Istanbul instead of queuing in endless embassy lines. Because in 2025, Filipinos can get a Turkey e-visa online for up to 90 days, usable within 180 days. It's not visa-free in the traditional sense, but the e-visa process is so seamless. Just 5 minutes, a few clicks, and you're set. Ben, a history buff and retiree, shared his relief. One click, and I was heading to the Grand Bazaar. No embassy panic, no headache. Imagine ordering Turkish delight in Sultanahmet, knowing your passport's approved from afar. But here's where the suspense comes in. To qualify, a Filipino needs a valid visa or residence from a Schengen country, the UK, USA, or Ireland, and a passport valid for 60 days beyond departure. Miss either, like a 5-day gap on a renewal, and you're looking at a cancelled trip or an embassy visit anyway. And yes, automated passport gates in Istanbul might flash your biometrics before a friendly border officer says, "Merhaba," with no drama if everything's in order, but the stakes are high if it's not. Would you risk a spontaneous visa-free march through Hagia Sophia? Or would you double-check every detail just to be safe? Stick around. Coming in at number 1, we reveal a visa-free destination so generous it will leave you wide-eyed. Number 1, Taiwan. Taiwan recently rolled out visa-free entry for Filipinos, allowing up to a 14-day stay, with the program extended through July 31, 2025. What does that mean in practice? You could land in Taipei, queue with locals at Din Tai Fung, and never once visit an embassy. Fernando, a retired engineer now living in Taichung, laughs, no visa renewals, just living life. He spends weekday mornings hiking Elephant Mountain and weekend evenings wandering night markets. This is proof that visa-free isn't just about travel ease, it's about seamless living, even if you're on holiday. But here's where things get spicy. In true Taiwanese style, you still need a passport valid for 6 months, hotel bookings, proof of funds, and a confirmed return ticket. Miss one, and the freedom vibe might vanish faster than a Xiaolong bao at lunch. Plus, overstaying isn't taken lightly. Fines can reach $2,500 New Taiwan per day or more. So, yes, it feels like a generous hug from Taipei, but only if you follow the unwritten rules. Ready for the cherry on top? Stay tuned. Our countdown journey wraps up with reflections on what this visa wave means for you, your family, and travel dreams beyond borders. A new era of travel. As our journey ends, remember these 10 visa-free destinations aren't just travel perks. They're gateways to freedom, culture, and personal renewal. We've seen Filipinos stepping into Cambodia's Angkor glow, breathing Costa Rica's rainforest air, dancing through Brazil's beaches, and embracing Taiwan's city hustle, all without the visa red tape. Each country opened doors by investing in friendship, diplomacy, and a belief in people-to-people connections. For our viewers aged 35 and above, whether you're dreaming of grandkids abroad, planning that golden sunset sojourn, or simply yearning for adventure without bureaucracy, this change is monumental. Your passport can now unlock world-class experiences that once felt out of reach. So now it's your turn. Which visa-free country surprised you the most? Do you know someone who should be packing their bags right now? Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your voice is part of this global conversation. If this video inspired your wanderlust or sparked ideas for your next chapter, please like and share it with friends. That simple act helps more Filipinos discover these travel freedoms. Want more stories of passports turning into bridges? Subscribe to explore with me and tap the bell. We've got deep dives coming up on golden visas for Filipinos and countries paying tourists to visit. Thanks for staying with us until the end. Your curiosity keeps this channel alive. Until next time, travel thoughtfully, stay curious, and remember, the world is ready when you are.